guys, welcome back to my channel. It is a beautiful, cold, snowy, very windy morning here in Montana, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about my birthday. So I turned 31 over the weekend. It was Saturday, and I wanted to show you guys what some of the things I got for my birthday, and then some, of course, the favorite stationery bits that we all love, but this isn't like a video of everything I got, but just most of what I received. So because we are planner people, I wanted to start off with the cute ephemera bits of birthday cards. So I received these birthday cards, and I'm just going to show you what they look like on the front. Most of them are blank in the inside anyway. So this one I received from my sister-in-law and brother-in-law and nephew. Such a cute black and white picture of flowers. This one I received from work. It is very like textured and pretty. I was very surprised with this one. They did a good job picking this card out, and a bunch of my colleagues signed it. This one my mother-in-law colored. She's great at water painting, and I'm not kidding you, I had to hold back the tears when I seen this. It is so beautiful. I want to frame this one and then make a copy and put it into one of my rings. It's just, you guys get it. This one is from my dear friend. She is so sweet. I love her so much, and she's so funny. So it basically says, it's your birthday and you're probably thinking you're pretty darn special. Well, it's because you are, is what it says on the inside. And then she signed it. So sweet. And then this one is a really cool card that she didn't know if I wanted to reuse the card because it's so lovely. But it's called a quilling card. So it's really cute. Quilling is the art of rolling, coiling, and shaping small strips of paper to create a cohesive three-dimensional design. So that's what this card is, and this is what she got. Plus, the envelope to this is so premium. Like, it's so nice. And this is what the quilling card looks like. And again, I'll probably end up framing this and hanging it up, but this is so gorgeous. The quality of this material and the fact that that is literally paper and it's 3D. Oh, it's so cool. Let me know if you guys have seen these before, or if any of you guys know how to make them. They're, wow, like, I know I've seen these around before, but I've never received one, so this was really cool too. Okay, and then now we'll move on to the presents after I get some coffee. Okay, so to be fair, a lot of what I received is minimum. I received minimum gifts from my loved ones, which is great. I don't want a whole bunch of gifts from people, mainly because I know what I want and I know what I like, and I don't want anything to go to waste. With that being said, most of my friends and family know this about me, but they know me enough to give me certain gifts that are personalized. So the first one I'm going to show is this really rustic, beautiful art piece. It's got beads on it, metal workings, flowers, and it's just so gorgeous. And then it has this bead wire to hang up. So I'm going to have this hanging up to the right of my desk where we're at in my office. And it is so lovely. I love the rustic nature vibes. So this was a lovely gift to receive. I was very grateful for this. Okay, then I received this lovely crystal pearly headband, and I love pearls. So this was a very unexpected gift, and I wore it all day long on my birthday. So very cute. I do love this thing. So simple, so gorgeous, and honestly, it felt like wearing a tiara all day. So this was a really sweet gift I received as well. And then I received the gift of dinner from my family. They put on a dinner for me and we had banana splits. It was quite lovely. And afterwards, my husband took me to go see Hoppers, which actually was a wonderful movie. I highly recommend. And the cinema we went to was giving out these Tom the Lizard tattoos. I took this and printed a few off for my husband so he could have stickers. And I'm gonna probably keep it on my desk because it'll fit perfectly in this little clipboard. And it just was a wonderful movie. And it was a big gift because we had two cinemas near us closed down. So the closest cinema to where we live is like 2 hours away. So being that it was a 2 hour drive to go see the show, it was actually a little adventure and it was so fun. And because we went to the city to watch the cinema and it was late in the evening, we had the chance to shop at Target. Well, let me say, I had the chance to shop at Target. So we went to Target first and then we went to see the show Hoppers. I highly, highly recommend, even if you had no intention of watching it, please do watch Hoppers. You will be so surprised. I went to a little craft bazaar in my hometown with a couple of my friends as they took me to lunch and we went to the craft studio. So this is one item I bought. It is a design cup, I suppose. And she told me, like, she shows, like, if you shake it, all the glitter go everywhere. There was quite a few, but I didn't want to think too much on it. You can see where this is just so interesting. The things people can do these days, the crafts that people can do is so amazing. If you know somebody that can do crafts like this, please let me know. I have an aunt that can do these, but when I saw this in person and the beautiful glitter moving around, I just thought, okay, yeah, I could see myself using this for, I use these for water. Just simple, I try not to put any juice in it. I thought it was adorable, so I went with this one, a little purple fairy. I also got this Montana Heart Hunt Homestead tallow, and it is whipped tallow balm. It has olive oil, beeswax, vitamin E, essential oils, sandalwood, frankincense, rosemary, and lavender. And when you open this up, you get this tallow cream, and you can use the least amount goes a long, long way. And I use this on my face in the morning after I wash my face. And like I said, a little bit of this goes a long, long way. So I also received this. And staying in the neck of the woods of homemade crafts, I also got some premium grade fragrance, and it's the myrrh aromatherapy oil. This is my absolutely favorite scent. So I went ahead and bought one of the myrrh's aromatherapeutic oil. And it comes with a little card of how to use it and what to use it for, and how not to use it. I also picked this up from the same gal at her booth. She had the myrrh and she had like Palo Santo incense, which I did buy, and this really like sophisticated pin, and it's the yin and yang with a praying mantis in it. I thought that was so cute, and I figured maybe on one of my journals it would be just so cute. I don't know where I would really put it, but I love this so much. I think it would go really nicely in like the pocket. Oh, that's really cute here. Yeah, so I got this cute pin. And then moving on to what I picked up at Target. This is going to be the fun stuff. Of course, once you walk into Target during this time of year, they have their Easter. They have all their Easter decorations out, and I thought this was chalk, but it's not. It's just a decorative egg. I'm going to add this to my little Easter collection. And also at Target, I picked up a new hole punch, a single hole puncher. I had one from Temu, I believe, and it just broke eventually. So this one was like $2 and some change from Target, so that was a great deal. I really loved this. It's a to-do, like, you guys remember off of, what is it? You remember from like Blue's Clues, if you're like, I'm totally aging myself, but here I am. On Blue's Clues, they had like their handy dandy notebook. This is literally what that reminded me of. I thought it was so cute. And when you open it up, this paper is so soft and cream, and it is your to-do list, has your date, and it is perforated. So I went ahead and pulled out 2 of these little notes and hole punched them and stuck them into my planner. And I love this already. It's so cute. So I got this handy dandy to-do notebook. And then you can't go to Target and not leave with like some stationery pens. So first of all, this whiteout. This is a whiteout pen by Bic. You guys, I'm not kidding you. One of the nights I was falling asleep, all I was thinking about was whiteout because I was missing one of my whiteouts. And I was like, why can't they make a whiteout pen? That would be so much fun. Well, Bic heard my thoughts and came through. So I need to figure out how this works. It says shake and squeeze, and it's a correction pen. It's meant to, honestly, I think it's just going to be more for fun, but can you imagine writing like Monday on Tuesday and like just taking your pen right over it, over the top of the MON, and it disappearing? Let's hope that's how this works, because that would be so cool. I will keep you guys posted on that, but maybe we should try it. Hold on, hold on. Okay. It's got like a little, maybe glue on it. Oh my goodness, you guys, if I were to get this all over the place. Oh my goodness. Why am I terrified right now? Did I not shake it good enough? Guys, what is happening? Why isn't it working? Ooh. Okay, that is different. Oh, there it goes. Okay, once it gets flowing, it's fine, I feel like. Well, that's interesting. I definitely think you have to, like, have it in person to know what on earth it does. But yeah, after I got the whiteout to produce, it works. I'm just gonna have to, like, play with it a little bit, but shake and squeeze correction pen. Very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a little stationary pen holder. And then my husband and I were talking about the Pilot gel rollers pens, and he loves the thick, the 1mm writing utensil. I like the very fine, ultra fine. It's in 0.38 millimeters, and this writes so well, and I've been loving it in my book. So we'll just do Pilot G2.38 ultra fine. So You love these. I've been using this in my planner since I bought these. And you can throw these into my pen holder as well. And this was a cute pen case pen holder my girlfriend got me last year for my birthday, so this goes full circle. And I've seen these. I have never bought the big pens that are like the basic pens. Your regular ball pens, the medium size, and it's supposed to write like 90% longer. And oh my goodness, why doesn't, hold on. Scissors for a reason. And I picked these up, very affordable, and oh, you guys, it lasts 90% longer because you can't get the lid off. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, let's see. Alright, we're gonna try this one. Extra Life writes 90% longer. So it's just the Bic. It's really not, I don't know, like the difference, I don't know, you guys. This writes, obviously the Pilot G2 is the go-to, but I like how this writes and how close it is to being, it's fairly fine for as affordable as this is, and it's just the medium. So I like these to have around, and to me, they're really comfortable for me to use to write. I don't know what it is about these, like the plain basic handy pens that you get and share in the office. They just, when I'm using them, especially at work, they are just really comfortable. So I wanted to get a pack for home as well. So that's what this is for. And I will be moving this to the dining room and living room area. So my husband has access to these as well. And we'll share these. And then I also picked up this e.l.f. It's like a Squeeze Me lip balm from Target, and this one is in strawberry. It just smells so delicious. And the thing about these is if I leave this in my purse, my lovely dog is such a good sniffer, and he will find this and think it's candy and he will eat it. So I cannot leave this in my purse. I will be putting this probably in my car unless I find a little pouch for my new purse. The new purse I got is just like a white squared purse from Target. And then yesterday my husband continued to spoil me and took me to Murdoch's, and I got a brand new pair of really nice jeans and a tank top. So I do feel like this birthday was wonderful, and I'm super spoiled. I can definitely tell you that much. That is basically what I received for my birthday and what I picked up, of course, for myself. And I'm super grateful to be able to celebrate another year around the sun. It's been an interesting year for sure. And with all that being said, I wanted to get into the second segment of this video and talk about where we talk about your birthday being a great time and source to get back into goal planning. So let's clean this up and jump to the second segment. I cleaned my desktop, and now I have something I want to talk about. I have been saving this for several weeks, maybe even a couple months. All right, let's talk about it. So on your birthday, in my opinion, I think it's a great milestone to be like, okay, well, not only did the new year come and go, but now I get to take stock of the year ahead of me and the year I just went through between the ages. So whenever my birthday comes, I always have this like initiative to jump back into goal planning. So I have just the thing for that right in front of us, and we're gonna open it finally after so many weeks of me keeping this to the side. Before I open this, does anybody recognize this packaging? Give me a thumbs up if you know what this is. The dramatic effect. Yay. She did not. Oh, this girl, I love her so much. Thank you so much, girl. So this is the quarterly plans from Just Scribble. I have been holding onto this for quite a while. And I believe one of her ordering time frames, she was including like some freebies. And I forgot. I would probably open this before. And most of her planners should come with a blotting page. So that's what this is. And then, yes, I got a couple extra cute stickers and her don't forget to just scribble. And honestly, I love her so much. We're gonna stick this planner card right into my planner right now. So cute. Okay, wow, this is really neat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Doesn't love the pencil board. Okay, we're gonna put this to the side. Go ahead and open, finally, my goal planner. I love that this is brown. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. So this is a quarterly planner, and I've talked about this on my honorable mentions as this was the top tier item for 2026 in my opinion that came out. So we're just going to go ahead and open this up together. The ones with my plans, and she gives you a key, 2 blank grid pages, and then this is where things get really exciting. None of this is dated, but she gives you so many layouts to keep your goals on, to keep you on top of your goals. And that's what I really love and admire about her quarterly. And the other part is this is a slim book, undated. So you can use this anytime you are ready. And it's got these daily pages. So hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so you have your quarterly overview, your like perpetual calendar for the 3 months, and then you have a space for your goals, and then you have space to track whatever it is, your habits, your goals, your objectives, your activities, whatever it is you want to track. You get 3 months worth of tracking, and then you get extra grid down in the bottom after this. And then you get another project planning calendar, if you will. And this is so cool because then here you can actually see the progress of your goals, and you can list out what it is, like step 1, or maybe you're gonna do a workout plan. You can do the project planning in this section. And then it continues on to the quarterly overview. And then it goes into 2 blank grids and your weekly dashboard. This is just such a lovely way to get people engaged in their goals without overcommitting to like a yearly goal planner. So I just think this is lovely, lovely. So you get your weekly dashboard, your focus, priorities, a list in case you want to do a list section, and an extra grid for notes or tracking. And of course you have habit trackers down here, your weekly overview and like extra grid pages to do like maybe a task list. Then it goes into a blank grid on the left side and then some dailies that are not dated once again. And you're going to go through that and then you run into another week. And then this just repeats. Through until page 177, and it gives you another like overview of those, whether it's the overview or the review of your quarterly, and it goes into a few blank pages back here, and then she basically ends it off with to be continued, and don't forget to just scribble. And then you get your final page here, and that's the end of your book. I think this is so lovely for goal planning, because if I want to think about a quarterly or even just for the month, so oh, this is just so exciting. I'm so sorry. I'm getting really excited. Let me take a drink and pause. So this goal planner is great for so many different things, and it doesn't even have to be a goal planner. It's geared for that, and I think it's a lovely tool to have. You could use this just as your regular planner, and then after 3 months or the quarter, you can switch out to another one of these, or she has different products you can choose from. And then of course, you're not stuck with committing to a planner that is dated. You're not committing to a planner that you can't jump in and out of. So I think this is such a revolution product for 2026. I am so pleased with this, and I've been keeping it to myself in the package, not even opening it until I was like, okay, you know what? At some point, I know that my goals are going to become really upfront. When that day comes, I want to communicate with my subscribers and the planner community as to how I intend to use this. So the cool part about this to me is I could go in here and start listing out like the priorities that I have for the month of, let's say it's March, right? So if I were going to do March, April, and May, or I could do March, May, August, whatever it is I want to do, I can go in here and just start doing a little brain dump in this column just to get what I want out of the month of March. Or I could go ahead and do 3 different goals and then brainstorm how I want that to look. I can use this however I feel. And then of course you get an extra blank page back here, so I can continue this on either page. And then I can track what I'm doing in here, or I can do like an overview of how the month is going to impact my goals, or like do a layout of the overview of the projects per week that I want to focus on. There's just so many wonderful ways you could use this, and I love it so much. So how I want to use this is, I'll probably do this off camera because I'm going to do a lot of like, I want to do a page first of all the goals that I want to accomplish, and actually this is really important to me to use this as intentionally and mindfully as I can and do the priority goals. And so I'm going to take a page from my other planner and brainstorm everything I would want out of this book. And I'm going to use the fact that I turned 31 for this particular in the way I want to use it. Personally, I'm going to use it for the goals that I have already set forth in my planner, which I have with me. So this is the page that I wrote. My goals are listed out here. I'm going to take these goals and fragment them into the ways I want to show up for my goals and how I can integrate them into the rigmarole of my schedule and life and the interruptions that are going to come that will be challenging my goals moving forward. So that's what I'm gonna do for this. And like I'm trying to get across to you guys that the way that this is set up for us, we are invited to enjoy goal planning any time of the year, and just having a milestone like that is wonderful. So I've had quite a few goals on my mind, and I just haven't been actively working towards them as much as I would like due to distractions. So this is going to be the tool that I use to keep me on track of what it is I want to accomplish in my next year of life and my next trip around the sun. And this is really cool because whether I use it in 3 months or if I use it for the full year of tracking each of my goals, like I could easily white out the dailies and just write the date and what it's been, what's going on, and like do a goal overview and track it for as long as I want. And I can come back to this in a year, I can come back to this in a quarter, I can come back to this in 2 quarters, however I feel. And every time I'm working towards my goal, I can just do another layout of, hey, this week I'm going to be interrupted, my goals will be interrupted and challenged by these things. How am I going to focus on my goal and get myself on track again while giving myself grace and affirming that no matter what shows up, I can accomplish this in whatever time frame it is that I've allotted. So that's what I am going to be doing moving forward with the quarterly undated plans. So I'm going to go ahead and start my goal planning, and then we'll see how this pans out. So I will record that and it'll be up soon. Thank you guys for watching and have a great week. Bye!